So today, I'm actually gonna use an umbrella as the backdrop. We're gonna do some beauty headshots first before we get started. And so instead of putting up a full white backdrop, I said, you know what? Kill two birds with one stone. Put up a simple parabolic behind her. It's just gonna be a headshot, and let that actually be a fill light from behind. So you get the best of both worlds. A lot of photographers call me out because at the back of my softbox, a lot of times these aren't clamped, and it will let light spill over and come out of the softbox, so it is a bad habit of mine. I don't really care too much because the light is so powerful that it's usually going to push through anyway. But if I really wanted to make sure everything's locked down tight, I would close these clamps or we'd be all set.
You like that? Kind of good.
All right, so we are getting into it. We're about to do our first look. I'm actually going to use this 7-foot parabolic umbrella as our backdrop. We're going to just do a really simple setup to get a nice quality headshot once our model is ready to roll. And then we're going to go into the next space and set up to do some fitness looks. Keep it real clean. So we actually may do one of our looks in here. We're wanting to do something for Halla. This is a spec shoot. So let me go back. So for people who are just starting out, sometimes it makes sense to do free work. You want to do what's called a spec shoot. That's where you get a model, you get makeup artists, hairstylists, get your whole team together. Y'all go in on a project and actually ideate, like, what would it be like to make a commercial for Target or JCPenney's or Aloe or Lululemon, whomever your favorite is. You take that product and you say, we're going to try to take it to the next level with our content to show the people of the world that you have the capability of making something great. So today we're doing a spec shoot. We got inspiration from Lululemon of one of their commercials. And so we want to go and create something very similar, but then also try to elevate it with our own style. And in doing that, our goal is maybe not to work with Lululemon because I'm sure they got an internal team, but work with someone who has their own fitness brand or who does lifestyle content, who wants to showcase what they're doing on a day-to-day basis. And so we've got Halla here, we've got MUA, Tasha Renee, Kyra doing her thing behind the camera. And so we're actually going to get out into Germany Park and do a couple of different looks and scenes so we can create some photo content and some video content to show what we're worth and what we're doing out here, because that's what we're about in 2025, is adding value and creating value. So today's spec shoot, I think, is going to go off without a hitch. We are currently, let me check the calendar, currently about an hour late, but we're going to make up some time along the way and make it happen. These things happen. People had to get in. I know I was late. So we're just going to do our thing. So we're here at Paint and Lens. I think this might be our first room for our first look, which is a more cream colored ensemble. And then we're going to start with headshots. We're going to do the first look in here. Then we're going to take it out to the park to close it out and get a lot of different content. Welcome to 2025, man. We're here. It's getting started. 2025 already off to the races. I booked my first client. We hit 10K. Things are looking good, man. I'm excited about this year because I think we're going to do some really great things. My vision for the year is growth. We're going to do more. I mean, exceedingly and abundantly more. I'm praying to God that the doors fall ajar and we just make a way. We get to do something new in this season. I see growth in the family. I see growth in the business. And so we've got some new and exciting things to share with y'all for this year that we're going to let y'all know about in the meantime. But before we get there, man, I really just wanted to set some resolutions and some things I want to do for 2025. And so things that have come to my mind of things that I think would be exciting to work on 2025. I would love to work with Kelly Rowland. I think that's a big, audacious goal. So Kelly, if you're watching, let's make something happen. I would love to open up a new space and be able to expand the territory and do something that is bigger than myself. And so I'm looking forward to doing something like that this year. I would love to work with more people. Last year, I did a ton of conference work and it was incredible. I look forward to doing a ton of conference work again this year. And I think it'll be incredible. But I really want to kind of get back into Dallas and get back on the scene and working with folks doing branding and lifestyle and portraits. A lot of times when I'm out on shoots, I usually do this past December, I did a lot of family photo shoots and I got a lot of people who were like, yeah, I didn't know you did this kind of thing anymore. I didn't know that you shot. And I'm like, guys, I'm still a photographer. Like, I still want to shoot different things and, be versatile. I like being flexible and being able to really work on some different great things. So my thought is to be able to get back to the people, get back into the community, give back to the community and empower the community, and also be a great husband while I do it. That's the goal. So with that in mind, I'm taking this opportunity to work on transparency. So this year, I'm actually launching a YouTube. And so I've had a YouTube for a while. I don't get on it. I don't use it, much like a lot of different platforms. But this year, I'm going to launch a YouTube channel where I'll actually put out YouTube videos to just talk about like what we're doing, how we're setting up for shoots, to give rundown on lighting and different techniques I'm using behind the scenes, give you kind of technical terms and thoughts about, new things that you could be doing like spec shoots or, how you're working with models and influencers and things of that nature, things that I feel like will help grow you as a photographer, as a content creator. My goal here is just really to pour into other people to see that you guys grow in the same ways that people have poured into me and saw me grow through the years. And so I plan to put this YouTube video out. I'm working on once a week. So that's 52 videos in a year. Hopefully, I'm not even gonna say hopefully, we're getting those videos out. I'm going to make it happen in 2025. I've been playing small for a long time. I've been lazy. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. And so this year, my goal is to be more transparent, is to teach more people. I would love to see myself doing some speaking engagements. So if y'all ever need somebody to speak on entrepreneurship, content creation, anything of that nature, make sure y'all send them my way. I would love to be able to do more content as far as speaking. I already got one speaking engagement for the year lined up. I'd love to do more brand deals. So I've been in the influencer bag here and there over the years. This year, I'm getting serious. The reality is I've been playing. And this year, we're getting serious about a lot of things. So if y'all are about getting serious with a lot of things, hit me up. Let's hold each other accountable. These are the goals. This is the mission. Let's do it. 2025. Let's go. So here we're doing a shot. We're actually using another AD600 as the backdrop. Put a 7-foot parabolic softbox on it. And so that's gonna blow her out. And you're just gonna see in the shots that it's actually gonna fill her in really nicely from behind. It'll give us a really contrasty shot. So that's shoot number one. We way behind y'all. We gotta try to make up some time. She's gonna get it though. It's cool. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Anyway, so she's gonna change looks. I'm about to start breaking stuff down so we can take it downstairs, and we're gonna head out to Germany Park for our second location. Where we're actually gonna do a spec commercial and try to do something similar to what you would see in like a Lululemon ad and make it really cool and dope. So yeah, it's time to break down, clean up everybody everywhere. I got a toddler at home. Don't worry about it. So since she's not completely in the direct light, you're getting a lot of that softness from the window light without necessarily getting that hard shadow. It's almost like putting in an added reflector. And you see when she steps forward into the light, it gets really, really bright. And then when she steps out, you get a really even tone.
Halla reporting live at Germany Park with Jaren and Kyra. Jaren was nice enough to create a Milanote for this session, and so I'm looking back at the notes to look at the shot list. We're way off schedule or behind schedule, but that's fine. It happens when you're on set. And yeah, we're just gonna get some shots in this Lulu gear. We're gonna do a commercial, which I'm really excited about, so more to come. We're gonna focus on, yes, we're transitioned to Germany Park. We're into the second look now, so we're gonna shoot a commercial look. And we also had some inspiration from this Lululemon campaign that we thought was really cool. So I'm gonna do some stretching, some Pilates moves. We're gonna get some still shots of that. And then it's on to the next look, baby.
Okay, so I forgot my reflector. Rookie mistake number one. But what I did bring was a DJI power module. So I'm actually gonna fire it up and use our generator on set. This is what I bought it for. Now we get to see if it actually is worth its salt and worth the money I paid for it. So, but basically we're just gonna use it as a generator. It's gonna power one light. That's what happens when you're near the airport. I'm gonna use it as a generator. It's gonna power one light, and I'm gonna use that to fill her in when we get these shots. So we're gonna have her mainly in direct sunlight, so she should be, you know, fairly well crispy anyway. It should come out looking how we want it. But I just kind of want to fill it in. I don't want it to be too, you know, overpowered. I might actually switch her a little bit, let the sun be a backdrop, like a backlight, depending on how powerful this is. If it's powerful enough to even overpower the sun, because I'm not 100% sure. All right, let's kick this on here. And then the one thing I like about the DJI Power is it's actually gonna tell me how much time I have. So just running this one light says I got 136 minutes, looks like. Yeah, 130, so almost, it's a little over 2 hours if I'm gonna be on set with just the one light. And if I plugged up multiple lights, I'm sure it will go down, but we won't need it that long. And again, this is just a fill, it's not a flash, so it's not supposed to overpower her or do anything crazy. Just give me a little shine on this side so she's not so dark. I really could have used my 600 out here. This is only a 300, no biggie. Like I said, just a fill light, so I'm gonna get a little closer to her so we can get a good shot. And it's just supposed to be filling out that shadow. All right, so let's clear it out. So the 600 is a more powerful light. It's 600 watts, so the 300 is about half. So usually when I use my 600, I use it to simulate daylight. I might put it outside of a window, or I might use it if I'm in like a really big room and need to light up a large space, something like that. So, but it's huge, so it takes a lot to lug it around. It's got like its own battery pack and all that. So. All right, so far so good. I'm currently changing my settings on my camera. So I'm shooting at a 1.8 with my my aperture because I really want to be able to have a shallow depth of field, but because we're shooting in direct sunlight, it's making it a little tough. So I'm actually gonna take it up to maybe about a 2.8. I will take it up to a 4. And it's still giving me some depth of field, but just not as much as I probably would have liked. I still think it's looking great. All right, you ready? All right, battery died. It's good. It lived a long life. So now I add another battery so we turn this thing back on so I can see. I can't see otherwise. Let's see. Battery's dying. That's part of life, boy. All right. So we're using the Tilta Basic Ring Grip Plus. I really love it because while this is my first time using it, it gives you a functionality on the side where I can actually still move my gimbal around without having to be up under it, and it gives me a lot more stability because the ring, I don't have my hand directly on the gimbal, so it's not making it wobbly or nothing like that. So it just kind of gives me a bit smoother range of motion. So far so good on it. I like it. It's wireless. That's how it connects. There's a little box down here that connects to the control. And so that's actually pretty dope. All right, we got everything set back up. Let's see about it. All right, y'all, that's a wrap. So, Halla, we did our thing today. We got our spec shootout, Lululemon. We coming for y'all. Make sure y'all hire us. Then you need a model, you need a videographer, photographer. We are in the game. So we got in here. We got a lot of good content. And so now we're going to head back to the editing bay and chop it up. So roll with me. Burn responsibility.